Today I'll be showing how to build a custom-made barn that is miniature for pigs, for animals, for chickens, and just about any other kind of creature you like. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is the guardrail right here, and when you open it up, you can put in your pig in here, you can put in your chicken right there. You can put in a bunch of animals right in here. Here's another pig. So you can kind of put a lot of them in there. So let me show you more of them. Here is their food. It's coming right up. A crate of the food. Right there. Putting it right inside. And they can go eat this. So it actually fits on a good day. 2 pigs. We can have a third pig right there. And 1 chicken. It's a little crowded, but it still fits them. Open the gate and they can get out of it. So first I want to show you the functions of what I created. And this is the place where they get their food. So meanwhile, while they're going to go about and snack on the food itself, I'm going to create one for you and show you how it's actually created. So here is how it looks like when you go up close. Here is the gate itself, totally opened. You can go and make a lot of custom things with this. It's kind of cool. Fence inside, and of course lift it up and you will find another one right indoors. So this is really cool actually. It is really simple and easy to create design. There is not much to it here. I will show you how I actually did this. So the first thing you really need is a piece that looks like this. It's like a door. 2 of those and 2 letters. Let me take them out and show you. So 2 pieces like this are really needed. 2 pieces like that. I'm not sure what the name for them exactly is. And then what we need to do is to attach them to something. So that's when this pole comes in handy. There is a 1x1 piece. There's a piece that sticks out a little bit. That looks like this. And a round piece. You have 2 round pieces, 2 pieces like this, and 2 like that. It is really that simple. And you put this right there. Those 2 of them. 1, 2. Then you attach one on the side. Attach a second one right here. That's to create the gate. Now, after you create the gate, you need inside about 4 of those. 1, 2, 3. And you can have either another one right here, if you can't find one that's this long, or a piece that's this long, and it's just gonna shortcut and you can put it right there, right on top. Another thing that you need is just a bridge piece that goes like this. And then a micro piece. This is a micro one. We need 2 like this, just like those. Put them right here. Now, last thing you need is, well, just before the last one, 2 pieces that are look like this. It's a round kind of a slope piece, and that goes right there, right here. So this is pretty much all the stuff you need to create one. It is very, very simple, and of course it keeps on breaking. I'm just joking. Get the pig out, put this right in here. There's 2 ways you can put it. You can put it this way and give them a little bit more room here, or you can put this the other way around, but I like this way because now inside they have a little bit more room. And this is the feeding area, in case you didn't know why there is a hole here. This is a hole where they can go in and they can actually eat some food, so you can kind of give them the food right there and they can try to get in and get it. Just use your imagination. Now, a few other things that I want you to keep in mind is the base plate. So the base plate would be a piece that's 6 studs long by another one that's around 8 studs long. You can even get an individual piece that looks like this, or you can get 2 different pieces, which I did myself to create the base plate for it. Now I have almost an identical one that I created right here. This is actually an item that I'm selling on my website on Etsy. Just wanted to show you a different version of it. Well, you have a whole plate that is used for the bottom, versus this one, it doesn't have a whole plate. It uses actually 2 pieces because I wanted to use this green on the bottom of it. Now, another thing that I want you to keep in mind is the roof part is very, very hard to do, because to find this specific piece, it's either you have it or you don't. So you can use different kind of tiles to create the roof itself if you don't have this specific piece. And this piece right here is to make it look a lot more fancy, like a real farm. So you're putting the pig right inside. Any way you want, you can just stick him in though. The pigs themselves, the Lego pigs, they don't really stick to the base plate itself very well, so you have to put them in a specific way so they do stick. There we go. Put one in. Now this is it. It's kind of done. This is the reason why it's much better to use one individual faceplate for it versus 2. Less likely for it to break when you put this together. And you take it apart. There we go. I put it all together. We have the pig inside. You can try to create the same identical one. Here's an alternative build here. Now this one is a little bit different, and like I said before, it's actually using one specific piece to make it most steady. It also has a location for the animals to feed themselves from the back. Now the big difference is over here we use a fence. Over here we use the cage-like structure. That's the big difference here. Also, instead of using one piece to secure it like we use right here, we are using 2 different individual pieces that looks like this. So it actually is a different way to build this, and if you don't have the piece I showed you before, you can use 2 pieces like this and 2 circle ones, the round circles, and it's going to do the same exact job as well. Let's put it back in here. Another thing I want to show you is the roof itself. This is just an alternative build in case you're having trouble finding the right pieces to build this. So you can actually build this using different alternative pieces as well. And for this piece right here, remember over here we used 1 piece for it. Another option for you is to have 3 different pieces like this just lining up on the rooftop. Here is another roof here. So pretty much the hardest part of creating this is gathering a roof piece that looks like this. But if you can't, you could just go about and find another slope or a bunch of slope pieces to create the roof, because that would be the hardest part for you. And for the back, this piece is hard to find, so if you don't have this piece, it is totally fine. Instead, what you can do is to use 2 different pieces that are fences or something else and put it right here. The only thing you have to understand is if you're using a small fence like this, you're gonna have something right here that's gonna secure the back end of this to it, which means you have to put some kind of a piece that keeps on going up on the side here for this to actually stay up like this. So something like this would actually work. So that's the alternative build for you in case you lack the pieces to build this. Other than that, this is simple, easy to create, and fun. And your farm animals are gonna love this. So let's do this. Let's build this very quick. I'm building it right how it was, as fast as I can. Maybe not fast enough, but you gotta be careful. If you don't build this exactly correct, it might break like this. Just wanted to show you. Another thing I want you to keep in mind is this small hole right here. This is where the animal comes in and out. That's why it's very important. And now we're putting it all back together again. Voila! It's over. Job and work completed. I want you to actually see how it looks like as a completed product from every single angle, in case you do want to build one that looks like it, and to compare it to the alternative version of it and how it looks like compared to that one, just in case you want to maybe build the second version as well, or just decide that you don't like this one and you like the other one much better. Let's compare them side by side, putting the animals right inside of it. Getting them the food. There we go. Work complete. Now I challenge you to go and build your own animal enclosure farm. Good luck and have fun. See you in the next video.